Let's be real, how many times have we seen an isekai protagonist get reincarnated with god-tier abilities? Only for them to spend half the story pretending to be weak or questioning their own power. Well, the Black Summoner throws that nonsense straight out the window.
I am hard, but I am fair. There is no racial bigotry here.
Before we begin, be sure to like, share, and definitely don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already.
This time, our protagonist, Kelvin, gets yeeted into another world thanks to a divine clerical error, because even gods have off days, I suppose? As a consolation prize, he gets to pick his own skills before reincarnating, though the catch is losing all his memories except his name. A small price to pay when you're talking about becoming the hardest carry this world has ever seen. But unlike your usual reluctant, woe is me isekai hero, Kelvin isn't here to mope about his past life or his struggle against low-level goblins.
No.
No, he is here to fight, recruit overpowered allies, and absolutely demolish anyone dumb enough to get in his way. With a party that includes a battle-hungry demon princess, an undead knight, and a waifu-tier elf archer, he's basically running a personal raid boss team. Add in his literal goddess of an AI assistant and a plot that throws stronger enemies at him like it's a shonen battle simulator, and you've got an anime that fully embraces power fantasy with a side of sarcasm. So, yep, Kelvin in all his amnesiac wisdom chooses Summoner. A class so rare and overpowered that entire nations would start wars over him. But instead of going full Summoner God from the get-go, he plays it smart and registers as a normal mage in the Adventurers Guild, keeping his real class a secret.
Why?
Because if the world found out he exists, he'll have every kingdom, emperor, and power-hungry warlord breathing down his neck.
Melfina.
Also, minor detail, the goddess of reincarnation, Melfina, is now his personal AI assistant. That's right, he's got a literal goddess in his head guiding him like a divine GPS.
Let's hunt.
Kelvin's first quest, slime hunting, sounds simple enough. Until he casually tames one, names it Clotho, and unknowingly buffs it so hard that it evolves into a borderline demon lord overnight. Turns out, before reincarnating, he set his summoner class to S rank, the highest possible, meaning that even at a level 1, he's already stupidly broken. His summons aren't just pets though, they're weapons of mass destruction. As Kelvin levels up, he attracts the attention of every arrogant prick in the guild. Case in point, Cashel, a D-rank adventurer with a murderer title, which Kelvin spots immediately with his appraisal skill. Cashel tries to set him up for failure by suggesting to go hunt the Black Ghost Knight, thinking it'll get him killed. But instead of backing down, Kelvin flips the script and challenges Cashel's entire party to a fight. Spoiler alert, he destroys them. Hey, if you're liking this anime, hit that subscribe button so you don't lose the good stuff we've got coming at you. So, carrying on with the story, Cashel, being the dumb villain that he is, admits to hunting weak adventurers for XP. So, Kelvin serves up some street justice by getting him and his gang arrested. Then, as a cherry on top, he actually does fight the Black Ghost Knight, who, surprise, has a name, Gerard, and a tragic backstory. Instead of killing him, Kelvin recruits him, because why wouldn't you want a literal undead knight in your squad, right? Kelvin is a bit disturbed to find out slavery is common in this world, but instead of starting a revolution, he just... buys one. Yeah, specifically Ephil, a beautiful half-elf cursed to burn anyone she touches. Kelvin, being the cheat code protagonist that he is, removes the curse in like 2 seconds flat. Ephil, grateful and deeply in love, pledges her undying loyalty. Kelvin, in an incredible display of self-control, refuses to make a move on her because she's technically still his property.
Perfect gentleman.
Okay, so Kelvin's next big fight comes in the form of Victor.
私アークデーモンのビクトールと申します。どうぞお見知りおきを。
An archdemon who's guarding a sealed demon girl named Sarah.
Not this one.
この方は魔王様のご令嬢ですよ。
Victor claims he wants to eat Sarah, but plot twist, he's actually her caretaker, assigned by her father, the previous demon lord. When Victor realizes he can't beat Kelvin, he entrusts Sarah to him before dying like a true anime mentor, right?
一つお願いがあります。セラ様をあなたの仲間にしていただけませんか。
Now Kelvin has a literal demon princess in his party, and just like that, his squad is a mix of god-tier warriors, OP summons, and waifu material. The only thing missing is an overpowered rival.
ベティ。
It's probably hormones.
Kelvin eventually crosses paths with the 4 Chosen Ones, summoned to defeat the next Demon Lord. Unlike Kelvin, they actually have to train to be strong, and in their current state, they kinda suck. So, what does Kelvin do? Challenges them to a fight? He absolutely wrecks them, all while giving them condescending battle advice like a bored sensei. But his real flex? After they lose, he forces them to obey one order. His demand? They strip their clothes.
じゃあとりあえず脱げよ。
Because when you're the strongest person in the world, pants are optional. After crushing heroes and slavers and corrupt nobles, Kelvin takes a break in the Water Kingdom of Ture. His reason for visiting? Not politics, not war, not even another fight.
お米。お米食べたい。
He just wants rice. Because no matter how OP you are, a man's gotta eat.
米だ。米。お米。
The Queen of Ture, impressed by his god-tier power and surprisingly humble request, gives him a lifetime supply of rice. She even teaches his waifu Ephil how to cook Japanese food. This man is out here winning wars and getting free meals like it's nothing. Kelvin's ultimate flex comes when he unlocks the ability to summon a real hero from Japan. Ethical dilemma? Slightly, but Melfina reassures him that it's fine if he summons someone who already died.
はじめまして。僕の名前は佐伯リオって言います。
Enter Ryan, the strongest hero from Japan, who had been terminally ill before dying. Now reincarnated in a perfect healthy body, she immediately joins Kelvin's team. And because she's the only other black-haired person he's seen, he decides she should pretend to be his little sister.
おいおい。
あ、ケルニー。どうかな、ケルニー。
いいんじゃないか。
Now he's got a pseudo-sibling, a pet shadow wolf, and, oh yeah, a war brewing in the background. By the time Kelvin reaches S rank, he's basically a walking nuke. Meanwhile, the Kingdom of Trison is plotting world domination, sending out brainwashed generals and assassins left and right. One of them, General Clive, is a fellow reincarnator with a hypnosis skill that lets him turn people into his personal playthings. Clive makes the grave mistake of trying to hypnotize Ephil. Kelvin, now actually pissed off, humiliates him in battle, cuts off both his legs, and sends him back to Trison in pieces. But instead of feeling satisfied, Kelvin is disappointed, because the fight wasn't even that hard. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the mind of a true battle junkie. The Black Summoner is what happens when you give an RPG protagonist every possible buff before the story even starts. Kelvin is the guy who grinds levels just because he likes fighting, collects broken abilities like their Pokemon cards, and recruits top-tier warriors as easily as you'd pick up groceries. But what makes it fun is that he's not some emotionless power trip machine. He genuinely enjoys the chaos, whether it's wiping out criminals, flexing on heroes, or demanding shirtless punishments. Kelvin is the ultimate isekai protagonist. Ridiculously strong, charmingly unhinged, and constantly looking for his next big fight. And with a war on the horizon, his real fun is just getting started. So, look, if you're tired of isekai protagonists who whine about their past lives, struggle through basic fights, or, heaven forbid, act humble, then the Black Summoner is your perfect escape. This anime is basically a power fantasy with zero pretense. Kelvin is here to win and make absolutely no effort to pretend otherwise. The guy treats battles like amusement park rides, summons broken monsters like he's farming loot boxes, and recruits a waifu squad faster than most people can assemble IKEA furniture.
俺だけは言っておく。俺の女に手を出すんじゃねえよ。
俺の女に手を出すな、じゃったか。
Dude, and let's not forget the comedy, because watching Kelvin accidentally obliterate heroes, nobility, and entire criminal organizations while acting like it's no big deal is pure entertainment. You get insane battles, an overpowered protagonist who actually loves being OP, a cast of lovable and ridiculously strong side characters, and just enough story to pretend like the plot matters. In short, The Black Summoner is what happens when an anime stops pretending to be balanced and just lets you enjoy the chaos. And honestly, that's exactly what makes it so much fun. If you like this, join the fam, hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you next time.
行こうぜみんな。もっと強い奴らに会うために。